me this afternoon from Mosman Oil and Gas. I'm joined by Andy Carroll. Andy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
A production update from you recently, looking at the 6 months to the end of December. 13% increase on the previous 6 months. Things going along quite nicely for you.
Yeah, we're very pleased to deliver on our intention to continually increase production. And you'll see what a strong contributor Stanley is, and hence the intention to focus on Stanley going forward. But the message there is we're very happy to deliver on our intention and business strategy.
So this strategy, this partnership with Baha, that appears to be paying off for you.
Indeed. We are very pleased with the technical success, and we look forward to applying that now to a larger area that we're going to call the Greater Stanley. So we will see increased activity at Stanley, with Stanley 4 scheduled to start drilling this month in February, and the other partners agreeing to have more regular drilling of wells in the existing Stanley leases. But we're also particularly pleased that the business development aspect, looking at where to apply this method elsewhere in East Texas, is getting closer to fruition, and we can't make the announcements until they're finalised, but we look forward to announcing new leases and acquisitions of working interest to increase Mosman's working interest in the near future, and that will increase the pace of activity in the Greater Stanley area as well as in Stanley itself.
And the 6 months to the end of December, that was your fifth consecutive 6 monthly period of production increase.
Yeah, correct, and we're happy to be able to deliver that, and particularly you can see the growth at Stanley, compensating for the sale of Strawn and the reduced performance at Arcoma.
And so you're looking to sell off Arcoma and Welch now?
Well, these projects are good, but we do really in the ranking, Stanley is outstanding, and we're able to drill the wells in the Stanley area are around $500,000 US, whereas the horizontal wells that are the next stage at Welch are $1.5 million. So we believe we can capitalise better on the Welch improvements that we've made by taking the money out of Welch and applying it into projects with Baha. They have a better sales price, they have lower operating costs, and so we will get more rapid growth by putting the investment and the work and the capital into Stanley and the Greater Stanley area.
And on the back of the recent fundraise, you're funded for your costs as far as drilling Stanley 4, are you?
Yeah, that's already funded. But what we're looking forward to is acquisition of additional leases and increased activity beyond that which was previously planned.
And what about the planning as far as Stanley 5? How far advanced is that?
So we have, so Baha has a location. There's been meetings with the joint venture that have agreed. The intention is to drill Stanley 4, digest any results from Stanley 4, then finalise the location for Stanley 5 and drill that in the first half of this year.
Remind me, where does Challenger and Champion fit in?
So we those projects are in East Texas. The one is held by production, so we're able to keep that in the inventory and develop that when appropriate. The other, Falcon Well and Galaxy, we had farmed out. The joint venture partner dropped out last year. We were working with Baja at the conference in Houston to find, negotiate and finalise an alternative farm-out partner so that well can go ahead and be drilled.
And so given the refocused strategy, these projects are still going to be important for you alongside Stanley, are they?
Yeah, so Stanley is very low-cost wells that come on stream very quickly. Falcon and Galaxy are much larger potential, but they're a little deeper, slightly higher cost, and we think it's appropriate to farm out because of that. But they're very exciting, high potential wells, and the other project that's held by production is a development project that we're pleased to have in the portfolio, but it's not as exciting and urgent as Stanley.
And what can you tell me about current production? Are you encouraged?
We report on a 6-monthly basis. We prefer to avoid talking on a day-to-day basis, partly because it takes some time for the information to come through and make sure we're talking about reliable numbers that are checked, but also because with Stanley 4 going to be drilled this month, really the outcome of Stanley 4 is going to be the main new news. But if there was any significant change in production, we would report it. So the fact that we are not reporting any change provides guidance to the market.
And have we had any updates or developments as far as Australia, the Amadeus Basin?
So we have had interest from Chinese groups, which is understandably on hold with Chinese New Year and other factors at the moment. We've also had interest from a party looking to invest in hydrogen and helium, which are indicated in that basin. So we continue to discuss. We continue to work the approval process necessary to acquire the seismic, which is the next item in the work program. So that's steady, ongoing, both in terms of exploration work and farm-out discussions.
Have we had the results back from that big drill nearby?
Frustrating that Santos, which is a large and capable oil company, did not complete drilling that well to the total depth. So the joint venture partner, Central Petroleum, announced encouraging results, but unfortunately the well didn't get to the target depth, and Santos say they need a bigger rig, bigger equipment, and that's going through a process before that gets drilled, which hopefully won't take too long.
But these developments haven't changed your attitudes on the prospectivity of the region?
No, there was nothing negative about the well results. Indeed, Central Petroleum announced encouragement, and we remain positive on that basin.
Andy, good to speak this afternoon. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.